my Yaya and Marvin.
Thank you.
Genuine.
I want to say, so when we started off with, the posting on social media, it was literally just us sharing my moments, because like a lot of people have been saying, oh, we miss you guys so much, like we miss you guys, we miss you on our screens, so we were like, let's just post something, maybe they'd like to see us together, especially since I'm in Nigeria.
Yeah, and it was like a thing where it just so happened.
Just like our friendship in the house.
Yeah.
Everything was organic in the house, that partnership in the house was organic.
And people are having to see that now. That
because the first
that connection is there.
For me, right, I am really trying to push brand Yaya in the entertainment industry. I'm very passionate about TV presenting, and I'm passionate about modeling. It is brand Yaya. Modeling is brand Yaya. That is what I'm known for. And my thing is, I've always wanted, to do your Lagos fashion weeks, your Mozambique fashion weeks, your Ghana fashion weeks. And I'm really, really hoping that there's something that can happen. I've always wanted to work with a bit more international designers outside of South Africa. And actually, just the photo shoot that I did today, was with one of Ghana's, Nigeria's biggest celebrity designer. And I was like, oh my gosh, God, I cannot believe you're making all of these things happen for me. This is something I've always wanted. But I think more than anything, the one thing I really, really, really wanted to pursue is the launch of my makeup brand. I'm very, very, very passionate about, women empowerment and closing the unemployment gap, especially amongst women in South Africa, but not only in South Africa, because I'd like to branch out into the rest of Africa as well, and I really feel like someone asked me yesterday, or asked us yesterday, that would we ever go into office, and we were both like, no, you don't need to be part of the government to create change,
So moving forward, tell us about Marvin as a brand.
Okay. So the Marvin brand is known to be, all about fitness, to help others get better in terms of health and fitness. So that's what I'm known for. But and that is my passion. That's what I to help the world just live better. In terms of be whatever you want, mentally, physically as well, maybe lose weight, build muscle, anything that has to do with health, even your let me say athletic abilities as well, anything that has to do with health. But other areas that I'm looking to explore now is modeling and acting. I've done modeling in the past, but I did that back in college when I had less flexibility. But now I have more flexibility. I can kind of walk around, my schedule, right? So I'm looking to go into modeling and acting. Those are two things. So Nollywood directors, Hollywood directors. Which one is South African?
It's just
South African directors. So move on it, okay? So so I'll just say fitness, modeling, and acting. And when it comes to the fitness, because that's what I do right now, that's what I'm known for. I have companies already in place. So I have a company that deals with supplements, right? It's called Zindu Nutrition. I can find the supplement. The supplement that we have right now is a protein that helps promote fat loss, build muscle, performance. Also serves as a meal. In case instead of eating a garbage meal, you can also have that as a meal and serve as a meal. So that is found in zindunutrition.com. And I also do coaching as well, online coaching, to help whatever your goal may be, right? We help do that.
Okay.
Online, wherever you are, we assist with that. And that is done through also a fitness app that I do own. It's called Zindu Nutrition, ZinduTransformApp.com. This app will help you, give you a guide basically. So when you go into the gym, you have a guide on what to follow to perform your exercises for whatever your goal may be in the gym.
Interesting. So are you going to also with time have a physical address where people can also come and work out?
Yes, that's the goal. So right now we're actually working on one in America to have that.
Lagos too.
I see. So now, but we're looking to bring that to
down to
Nigeria. That's my goal. I tell over my interview, I say if you think about health and fitness, right? Think about Marvin. So the short-term goal, long-term goal is to take over the fitness industry, like, you know.
And don't you have like a sportswear line as well?
Exactly. So I own a sportswear line. So you see, so everything fitness, right? And I need to get used to.
You need to come back. I like gang sportswear. I like gang sportswear, guys.
So
please
pretty.
call Marvin. Marvin, do you want to visit South Africa?
Because right now, every day go, ah, God.
Do you want to visit South Africa?
Oh, how lovely. I would love to visit South Africa. It's
Can I
something I always
sleep on
say.
it?
Huh?
Can I sleep on it?
Sleep on it.
Do you think the pairing was done deliberately by Big Brother to probably encourage Nigerian South African relationship? You know, looking at what has happened in the past, there has been cases of xenophobia, there has been cases of strange, you know, stuff.
And not even romantic relationships, right? To answer your question, I don't think it wasn't even used to encourage romantic relationships, right? But I think they wanted to bridge the divide, you know, because going into the house there was a divide, you know, it was very visible, you know, and I understand, and it's not even because, you know, people are feeling any kind of way, but it's just familiarity, right? People will always drift towards what they are familiar to, right? And I think, I mean, it worked out for me. I don't know about other people, but
The first to come to Nigeria. That's the Maya. We don't play around.
Yeah, that's
it worked out for me, and I really think it was a lovely idea because, like, I remember the first eviction, right? Even though it was a fake eviction, 4 people who were nominated were Nigerians, and Khosi and I were the only 2 South Africans. Do you understand? And I really feel like it just kind of bridged the divide, you know, that we had in the house as countries, you know, because some people, me being specific, were very, very comfortable around the Nigerians, you understand, from the get-go, but others took a bit more time to kind of drift towards them, you know. So I think the pairing made it easy for us to just kind of, you know, like, interact.
So now let's talk about the prospective brands that might want to, you know, have a link up with you guys. So let's take it one by one. Like, which brands, like, would you like look out, like, you want to work with this brand?
I think brand alignment is very important, you know, especially being in the public eye. I think for me, beauty brands, you know, your Niveas, your Doves, your Maybellines, your Revlons, your Macs, you know, those are the kind of brands I would like to personally be associated with. I don't want brands that seem out of reach, right? Because I need to be very realistic about who my audience is, right? I don't believe that 60% of my audience is going to buy a Gucci bag for 60,000 Rand just because I'm posting it. That is unrealistic. You know, that is not the market I'm trying to reach out to. I'm trying to reach out to a market that is relatable to me, you know, and that way I can then grow my brand and push my brand, because I realize that people love growing with you as a person, you know. So I don't want to come across as unrealistic to my audience, because that is not who I should be in the house. So, and that's why I'm choosing household brands that are familiar brands, you know.
South Africa, or just South Africa?
Not both, Africa in general. Africa, my dream is to become the face of plus size modeling in Africa.
So apparently everyone knows me that I'm focused on like fitness. Fitness is my thing. So, you know, when it comes to fitness brands, you know, that could be like, you know, fitness drinks, you know, that could be fitness equipment, you know, anything that involves clothing, right? You know, that anything that revolves around like health and fitness, right?
Children. Isn't that like a fitness brand? Children. It's like a fitness equipment.
Yes, exactly. Right. So anything that has to do with fitness is my core, right? Is my core. But also, like anything that also has to do with modeling, like clothing. Like, I do receive like you know, items for like promotion and stuff. We actually do turn a lot down, right? Just because a lot of them don't align with like my brand.
So what kind of brands don't really align with your brand that you may not really?
Let me say something that goes against like my ethics, like something that would like let me say for example like a cigarette now. Somebody says, Marvin, are you gonna promote like a cigarette or something that I know that is hurtful to someone's health, right? To human body, I'm not gonna do that. No, you know, that's just something that I'll just like, hey.
What if Hennessy hits you up?
If Hennessy,
No,
you're trying to put me in the sports. You're trying to put me in the sports, hey. Well, Hennessy hit me up, we'll access the whole thing and.
Hennessy, please hit him up.
You started.
Who are the 3 people you are rooting to win the show?
Rooting to win. That's an interesting one. So, if I say rooting, right, I like how you said 3. Because I actually had 2 in mind. I was just thinking about that just not long ago, right? Is the 2 people that I actually miss from the house, right? People I was actually like really close to in the house is Yvonne and Khosi. And I got really close to them. So I actually just caught myself before coming to season. I was just like, oh man, I actually miss Yvonne and Khosi. Because I actually spent a lot of time just talking to them, right? And despite I miss them, I pray to God for them to like stay as long as possible in the house, you know, and possibly even winning, right? So those are the 2 people that definitely come to mind. So if I say the 3rd person, right, that's a good question. That's a good question. In my head, I just have 2. That just comes to mind.
So how about Kanaga?
Kanaga, definitely as well.
Yvonne, you know, because Yvonne and I are friends. You know, I would love for Justin to win, but now I really, really, really want Ebubu to win.
Ebubu.
I really want Ebubu to win because I feel like the decision that was made yesterday was out of undermining, you know? And I'm like, because you think you have a better chance than Ebubu, and you think he's not a threat, now I really want him to win. I actually hope he wins. I really hope Ebubu wins. Like I'm really rooting for Ebubu.
Interesting. And there's this thing he enjoys. There's this thing he enjoys outside.
I think it was strategy. I think Ipeleng probably thought she was being strategic, but she doesn't understand the amount of love Ebubu has now. Because remember, there's what happens in the house, and then there's what happens outside of the house. You know? Yeah. For her, I think she was being strategic in the sense that she thought that, you know, if she chooses Ebubu, you know, there's a higher chance of her winning. But Ebubu is loved.
This seems like Talk the Talk podcast right now.
Ebubu is loved.
Keep it locked here.
And don't forget to follow him also. Subscribe on his YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
Like, comment,
share. It's at the Raise TV. Okay,
yeah, you guys.
That's TheRayz TV.
This was actually an interesting discussion we had.
Yeah.